Einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Ich wünsche euch natürlich viel Vergnügen wieder bei mir. Und wir spielen wieder Call of Cthulhu. Diesmal den nächsten Part. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie es weitergeht. Um ehrlich zu sein, weiß ich gerade gar nicht mehr so genau, wo wir waren. Ja, Kapitel 6, wie ich gerade lese. Okay, wir gehen rein. Ich hab Bock. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Genau, wir sind aus dem Keller entkommen. Das war das Wichtige gewesen. Wir haben es geschafft. Und mal gucken, was jetzt passiert, was der Police Officer uns zu erzählen hat. Eher eine
Who
Vision.
goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Genau, wir sind aus der Anstalt entkommen. Okay, sehr gut zu wissen. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen straight up einfach mal runter und schauen, was die zu sagen haben.
I'll find evidence. You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Ja, was ist passiert? Wir werden auf jeden Fall mit Bradley erstmal sprechen und wir werden sie und Dr. Coleman ansprechen
I
wollen.
heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Glaub ich
Seems
auch.
hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Boah, schwierig. Ich glaube halt schon, dass er das schon weiß, aber naja.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. Schwierig, wie gesagt. Schwierig.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. Legs. The pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something.
Das war schon crazy gewesen. Ich erinnere mich.
I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
I don't
What
know.
happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
müssen mit ihr sprechen.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins,
Ja.
subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Tja, wenn wir das wüssten.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him.
Das ist gut,
Do you wish
dass
to
er sich
know
nicht
anything
fürchtet. Eigentlich nicht.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses.
Oh, wir fahren
Not to
trotzdem
mention those strange machines, and chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea
nach.
pigs.
Das ist so verrückt.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
Ja,
It's the truth, Ethan.
deswegen kommt er
And
nicht
I'll
in
prove
Verdacht.
it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Okay.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
Man merkt die Anspannung von Pierce.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An
Gerne.
art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If
Das
you
kann
plan
sein.
on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
Ich
But
glaube
that
auch, dass
truth
er
may
die
be
Wahrheit
biased.
erfahren.
We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better
man
madness
Schicksal
than
verändern.
ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
Oh.
I'll do my best.
Okay, mit der Witwe von Sanders sprechen. Jetzt muss ich jetzt mal gucken. Pierce, Darkwater. Haben wir hier... Wir haben noch 5 Punkte. Okay, pass auf. Das können wir ja sowieso nicht pushen. Stärke wäre nicht schlecht. Aber ich glaube, wir sollten mehr auf Psychologie gehen. Und dann auf jeden Fall... die Redegewandtheit. Aber wir machen erstmal bestätigen. Okay. Psychologie haben wir also Stufe 4. Das ist schon mal nicht verkehrt, sage ich mal. Ja. Wir gehen weiter. Das heißt, in der Theorie wollen wir hier raus. Kapitel 6, Wohnsitz der Sanders. Oh, das ist jetzt... Ich kann mich vage erinnern, was hier mal war. Ich kann mich vage erinnern, meine Freunde.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
Cat.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Das habe ich allerdings. Das sind die Bilder.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect
Wir wollen ja die
stranger,
Wahrheit erzählen.
were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Okay. Er starb schreiend direkt vor meinen Augen. Ich war nicht mehr da, als es passierte. Sie mich gefasst auf. Sie müssen sich nicht schuldig fühlen.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words.
Okay. Ist schon mal
Nobody
nicht
in
schlecht.
that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen
Erklär ich
in a
dir.
reputed institute? And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
Tut mir leid, aber ich hatte nichts damit zu tun. Der wahre Schuldige ist Fuller.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then
Ich
leave.
verstehe sie halt schon. Wir wollen die Wahrheit
Did your
machen.
husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Jetzt wird's spannend. Jetzt wird's spannend.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Okay, wir wollen rekonstruieren. Okay.
A house of artists. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Das weiß man nicht.
A house of artists.
Ich habe
A
gedacht,
house
kann
of
hier noch
artists.
was anklicken. Hier komme ich nicht weiter. Ein Buch, Ermittlungen.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Oh, jetzt
He
geht's
finally
los,
won.
ne?
Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Kann sein. War die wirklich eifersüchtig? Das kann wirklich sein. Oh. No.
The Shambler. I need to see it. Did she really care for him after all?
Sehr geehrte Dame, ich bestätige den Empfang Ihres Schreibens, in dem Sie den Leichnam Ihres verstorbenen Mannes verlangen. Leider muss ich Ihnen mitteilen, dass ich Ihnen seinen Leichnam nicht aushändigen kann. Bei seiner Einweisung unterzeichneten Sie eine Einverständniserklärung, die mir erlaubt, den Körper nach eigenen Ermessen zu beseitigen. Ich möchte Ihnen mein tiefstes Beileid aussprechen. Thomas Fuller. Okay. Klingt vielversprechend. Okay, Medizin. Medizin ist immer gut. Und ganz kurz. Medizin sind wir noch weit entfernt, sag ich mal. Abgeschlossen. Bevor wir natürlich dahin gehen, wo wir hingehen müssen, probiere ich noch herauszufinden, ob ich hier irgendwas übersehen habe.
Let's see what this cylinder has
Eine
to say once it's
Tonaufzeichnung.
inserted in a phonograph.
Das ist nicht schlecht. Auch die Tür ist geschlossen.
A strange Amerindian
Ein
pendant.
Amulett. Ein
I could
altes
use one of
Amulett.
those.
Schlaftabletten. Interessant. Der Wal und der Dorsch. Der Wal und der Dorsch. Oder eine kurze Geschichte von Darkwater von Evan Krumov. Dieses Buch beleuchtet den Ruhm der vergangenen Tage. Beim Okkultismus.
Strange.
Ein
For
Brief von
months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Lieber Francis, ich bitte dich höflich aufzugeben, jemals die verfluchte Gemälde zu besitzen. Wenn du unserer Freundschaft auch den kleinsten Funken Bedeutung zuschreibst, dann erspare mir die Last der Schuld. Ich kann nicht die Schöpferin deines Untergangs sein. Ich bitte dich, mein lieber Freund, vergiss den Schlürfer. Okay.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Ein Tagebuch. Oh nein.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes,
Gallery.
Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext? The body language? I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
All's fair in love and war, I suppose?
Hm. Aber wir haben den Schlüssel. Okay, wenn das Spiel speichert, dann ist es schwierig. Also ich sag's, wie es ist. Wir müssen uns entscheiden.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Ich sag, wie es ist. Wir halten es fest. Ich sag, first try. Okay, holy shit. Oh, fuck.
What the hell was that? Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Holy shit, Alter. Okay. Das klappte so nicht. So try. Ja.
What the hell was that?
Gucken wir mal, ob wir es hinkriegen.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection,
Okay.
or was he seeking to acquire it?
Wir haben die Zeichnung des Dolchs. Alter. Bitte, tu mir nichts. Holy shit. Alter. Das reicht aus.
This dagger looks different.
Shit. Alter, mein Herz. Also ich hasse keine Horrorspiele, aber manchmal ist es ein bisschen zu much für mich.
What's the matter with you?
Also der Vorteil ist, dass ich es schon kannte. Ja, sonst habe ich mich damals dumm und dämlich gesucht.
Don't tell me that you're going crazy too.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Mhm.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
Between what Irene told me and what I read in Sanders' library, I preferred to be cautious. You seem pretty keen to go it alone. At worst, you would have confirmed my fears. At best, you would have cleared the way to my merchandise. Thank you, Detective. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I
Das ist
saw
schon
in the
mal
ledgers,
nicht
it was him who
verkehrt,
sold
sag
it to
mal.
Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information.
Aber gut,
like
dass sie
that.
es macht.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your
Okay.
antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Dieses Gemälde. Gucken, was jetzt passiert.